Hey, I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 434. Oh my goodness, look at this. We're not quite ready for the Callie bundle yet, but when we get to that point, I want my gadget baby to have this stroller. It's one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. It's called the Origami and it folds and unfolds at the touch of a button. The best part is that it's powered by a small generator that completely charges when you push the stroller 300 feet. It's smart enough to know a kid is in it to prevent the stroller from sealing the kid up like a pepperoni in a Hot Pocket. It has cup holders for both the pusher and the pushy, daytime running lights, and a pedometer. Origamis will be available early 2009. Last week when we covered the new Canon 5D Mark II, I was reasonably excited. It turns out my enthusiasm for what the camera can do fell short. Pulitzer Prize-winning photographer Vincent Laforet was visiting Canon HQ as part of his participation in a program where professional photographers work to provide feedback to Canon to help them improve their cameras. It just so happened Canon USA had just received prototypes of the new 5D Mark II. He asked to try it out over the weekend. It took some convincing, but finally they agreed. They would give him the camera for a weekend. He would produce a video independent of Canon, and if they liked it, they might purchase it, but no guarantees. The point? Whatever he shot, it wasn't endorsed or paid for by Canon. Change his shot, Neil. This is going to take a minute. Vincent calls the camera a game changer. He says the 5D MK2 camera produces the best stills in low light that I've ever seen. He goes on to say, what you can see with your eye in the worst light, such as sodium vapor streetlights at 3 a.m. in Brooklyn, this camera can capture it with ease. Another quote, a top commercial film editor who regularly edits red camera footage and has seen the raw footage from the 5D MK2 says the 5D MK2 is far superior to the red camera in terms of low light performance. So here's what he did with it. Vincent says he's never shot a film of any kind before in his life. He gave himself a $5,000 budget, including a $2,000 one-hour helicopter flight over New York City. He used 2 models, 3 assistants, a co-director, an editor, and a makeup artist. He also had an arsenal of about $25,000 in lenses. He shot a short film called Reverie with it and posted screen grabs on his blog. We've asked for permission to display the images, but we haven't gotten it yet. The images are stunning, and he says they aren't retouched or filtered in any way. You can see them on his blog at blog.vincentlafforet.com. If you're into film or photography, even just a little bit, please take 5 minutes and go read his blog post about his experience with the camera. His passion and excitement about how this camera will change things is contagious. The thing about DSLR cameras is that it's about more than just the camera. When you step up from a point and shoot to DSLR, you're committing to a system of lenses, and often it turns out to be a lifelong commitment. The new Canon makes us feel like we made a mistake in choosing a Nikon as our first DSLR, but fortunately, we didn't buy any additional lenses, so it isn't quite as painful if we decide to switch. Pentax announced the KM for DSLR newbies. It's a 10.2 megapixel camera with controls not unlike what you're used to on a point and shoot. It ships with an 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens and uses disposable AA batteries rather than rechargeable lithium ions. It has image stabilization, automatic dust removal, and 16 scene presets, as well as manual settings for when you're ready to experiment. ISO ranges from 100 to 3200. That's it for today. Photokina is happening in Germany, so we should have a week packed with photography news. It's all brought to you by GoDaddy.com. My promo codes GB1, GB2, and GB3 save you money at checkout. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to stop by Vincent Laforet's blog. I'm Callie Lewis. So cold. I twittered earlier, bring on the cool weather, but now I'm kind of regretting it.